Hello Aquarius, welcome to your angel reading for October 2017. I am using the Saints and Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and I'm also using the Enchanted Tarot by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. The card here represents the theme. This is about loss. This is about loss of home, loss of money. Loss of some kind of financial loss here, or being left out in the cold, or being in a situation where you need some kind of assistance to get back on your feet. So let me keep going to see, you know what, maybe it isn't you, maybe it's somebody in your life that needs this assistance, because this card shows up as activist. And as an activist, you would be somebody who's okay, here's generosity and activism. So I'm thinking perhaps you're the one who's being generous and you're the one who's the activist and helping other people with their losses. So the message on this card with Mother Teresa is about being an activist, but being an activist in a peaceful way. So it's helping others, service to others, giving of yourself, giving of your time, to help those in need. That's what I'm seeing here. And that's probably what this is in reference to, is you are helping these people that are in need, and not that you need the assistance, but that you're helping those in need. And here's the King of Pentacles. So let me describe the energy of the King of Pentacles. This is somebody he's the king. He's the leader and he's in charge. He's in charge of the money, he's in charge of the home, he's in charge of the health. This person could represent a medical doctor. This person could represent the teacher, a professor, an administrator at a school. This person could represent the banking industry, because they give you the loans in order for you to have your nice home. Well, Pentacles energy is also about money. So the king, and so it could also be banking, finance, investments. This could be the mortgage loan officer. This could be a real estate agent. This could be the homeowners association. This could be anybody who's the leader regarding money, home, and health. And you as the activist, if we're looking at people that are in need, and maybe they need a loan for their home, then we've got the bank involved, we've got the real estate industry involved, in order for them to have a home, in order for them to get back on their feet and get what they need. So this is the authority figure regarding those topics. So maybe you're the one here who's assisting others. You're assisting others with their homes, or you're assisting others with any financial need. Habitat for Humanity. Maybe you're volunteering for Habitat for Humanity. That could be an activist activity where the Pentacles energy is concerned. Or helping people to rebuild who've lost their homes recently in any kind of natural disaster. And here's the Six of Hearts, which is about children. It's about happy childhood memories, children, or somebody from your past. So maybe this King of Pentacles is somebody from your past. Maybe the children is representative of you being the activist and helping children in need. You know, that could be something as simple as donating all of your children's clothing to Goodwill. So, you know, it goes to other children in need, or donating your time, donating money, donating clothing and household goods to the Salvation Army or to the Red Cross, so that can all go out to people in need. Maybe you do work for the Salvation Army or the Red Cross, helping those in need. This card says, speak your truth. Saint Bernadette, speak your truth. And here we have the Pentacles again, money, home, and health. And this is new beginnings. So this is new beginnings. And so if this is you buying a new home, or this is you, this could be a new job, a bonus, some new source of income. This is a new home. This could be moving to a new apartment. This is renewed health. So in terms of speaking your truth, I have to probably go on a little further till I can make sense of this particular card with Speak Your Truth. I don't know what Speak Your Truth is referring to. Unless you are an activist in some way, and speaking your truth just means letting others know how you feel about certain things. Letting others know how you feel where this lack is, How do you feel about people that have suffered loss in their lives, and how to help them and assist them with new jobs, assist them with new homes or new apartments or a new place to live. And the Ten of Swords is about defeat, feeling defeated. So I'm probably going to have to keep going to get more clarity on these two particular cards because I'm really not sure. Speaking your truth here, and here's children again represented here. And this looks like, a child who's ill or who's sick. So if that's poor health here, and that's regarding this, if there's people around the world who have poor health and poor living conditions and live in poverty, and it's a message about how to help them. So maybe you're involved in some way of spreading information. You could be on Facebook spreading information, or what are those different sites for petitions where you send out petitions for people to sign, and then you forward petitions onto the politicians or onto governments asking for changes for the living conditions and the poverty of the children of the world. Maybe this is all focused on children and helping the children in the world that are living in poverty and that have poor health and that don't have the opportunities in other parts of the world that we have here. Speaking for America, but speaking for any first world country. And here's generosity. So here's that message again that goes along with activism and helping those in need. We have the moon. So the moon card represents not everything is as it seems. And that's a message, I'll just leave that out there for you to decide what that means to you. Not everything is as it seems. So you have to think about that and what that means in your situation regarding generosity. If you're somebody who's donating money, then maybe that is a message to be cautious about who you're donating money to, because maybe it's not as it seems. Maybe you should do research on some of the organizations you're donating money to see how that money is being spent. Maybe your donations would be better in your local community versus sending it out for an organization that you don't know much about, because this just means not everything is as it seems. And it's falling under this generosity card. So I think it's just a message about doing your research and knowing where your money is going and how it's being spent. And here's the King of Hearts. So this is probably just reflective of the energy of you if you're feeling generous. And this is a person who's, got an open heart and a very caring and nurturing individual. This person's in a leadership position, a very caring person in a leadership position. Maybe you're just a counselor. That always pops to mind for me. That comes up a lot. If you're being generous and an activist and you're counseling others in need, because this is all about need. Now, let's turn this around for a moment, because maybe you are in this position where you do need the charity. Maybe you have lost your home and lost your job, and you are the one that's on the receiving end. So this could be the reverse. If you're on the receiving end of all of this, this person would represent somebody who's coming to help you. Go to these organizations to seek help. Just be careful where you're going for your help to make sure that's legitimate and that it's not going to hurt you in the end. And so if you're the one who needs the assistance right now, then speaking your truth, maybe you need to speak up and ask for assistance. If you're being quiet about what's going on in your life and you need help, you need to speak up and seek that help and let people know that you need the help. Maybe your friends and family have no idea that you need any help, and you're in need of a new home or you need a new job, and you feel defeated right now. This could be you feeling defeated because you are in need of a job and you are in need of a new home. So this could be, Speak Your Truth is just about speaking up and letting people know. Maybe Your next door neighbor knows someone who's got a business and they're looking for a person to fill a position, and it's the perfect job for you. You don't know unless you speak up. So the activism would be getting the assistance that you need from some of those organizations I mentioned, whether it's the Salvation Army or the Red Cross, and you need this assistance, or maybe you need the assistance for your children right now. Okay, now this card is stress management. So if you're the one who's suffering this loss, there's a lot of stress in that. And the Devil card I always refer to as human excess. This is when you are trying to fulfill a need that you can't meet in any other way. So some of your behaviors become excessive, whether it's drinking or drugs or time spent on the internet watching things that aren't healthy for you. That would be reflective here in the Devil card. This could also be mental illness. If stress triggers some kind of mental illness in you, whether it's triggering depression or triggers bipolar or triggers PTSD or your anxiety, and I hate to put those categories with the Devil, but I'm just saying that, sometimes let's take away what the card is called and look at it in terms of human nature. This is human nature. We all suffer from this in some way, whether we're drinking I can't even put drinking coffee in the same category as drinking alcohol, but drinking something to the excess and trying to fulfill some other emotional need because of all the stress, and then you turn to these other things. These are the things that you turn to for comfort, but it can be detrimental to your health and harmful to those around you. This could just be a terrible anger, or if you become abusive because of the stress that you're under, but you need to get yourself under control. And here's this mask. Sometimes we put a mask on and we pretend that everything's okay, and it isn't. And that goes back to this card here about speaking your truth, is that if you don't let people know you need help, you've got a mask on your face and pretending that you're all right, but you're not. So that's part of the message there. And then here's the Sun card. So this is the happiness and the joy, and this is the success that's available to you if you get your stress under control. And if you get this under control, this is what's available to you. So if this means seeking professional help to get it under control, then that's what you need to do. The next card is marriage. At first I thought, well, maybe you're getting married. But then I'm not so sure, because here you feel stuck. Or you feel tied up. You feel like you've been left hanging. Maybe somebody left you. Maybe you were supposed to get married and somebody left you and they left you hanging. Or this is you feeling tied to a marriage and you have no control over the situation. Maybe there's a financial, maybe you don't have the money available to you to get out of a marriage. So now you're stuck and you're bound to a marriage that you don't really want to be in, but you can't get out of it because of your finances. Or maybe you and your spouse lost your home, lost your income, and you're finding it difficult to move on. You're feeling bound to that partner. Or maybe that partner left you and now you're without your home, without your money. Or you're paying alimony and you're paying child support and you're paying all of the money yourself to your spouse, your ex-spouse, and now you don't have enough for yourself, and you find yourself in need right now. So I don't know that I see this as a happy marriage coming your way. I see it more as if you are married and you're feeling either stuck in the situation or you were going to get married and they left you hanging. And now here's the Queen of Wands, so I'll describe that energy and then you decide who that person is. This is somebody who's fiery, passionate, energetic, motivated. She could have a temper. If you put her with this card, this will be somebody that's got an excessive temper. She's somebody who could be abusive. And if that's an ex-spouse or a spouse or an ex-partner of some kind, if you put these together, that's what would be reflected here. or somebody who's very angry and yelling all the time, or somebody who's, she's suffering from a mental illness. This is a kind of person that rushes out and just does stuff but doesn't complete it. So somebody with a bipolar personality would be the kind of person who's rushing out and shopping all the time, when you get to that manic state and we're being promiscuous. And part of that bipolar is when you're in that manic state and doing all of these activities that you normally wouldn't do. And that could be reflected here if that's a partner in your life regarding marriage. If that's your wife, it could be a husband too, whoever this represents to you. It could be somebody outside of your marriage that's affecting your marriage. This could be a mother or a mother-in-law who's too opinionated about how your marriage should be. And, you feel like you have no control over that. Maybe this is your mother and you feel, it's affecting your marriage, but yet you're bound to your mother because she's your mother. And here's our last card. This is Healthful Eating. I think this has shown up on almost every angel reading I've done. So this is about eating healthy foods. And stress management. This came up with stress management as well. So healthful eating and stress management are about sometimes changing your diet can improve your stress. If you're drinking Mountain Dew all day long, or you're eating sweets and cakes and sugar and carbs and monster drinks or energy drinks all day long, and that can contribute to your stress. That can create stress on your heart. So that's always the message here is about eating healthy. It's not about giving up or dieting. It's just about switching out what you eat and eating healthy foods versus the unhealthy foods. Because sometimes we turn to all of those unhealthy foods, and if you're feeling, I forget where I was going with this. It's addictions to unhealthy food. If this is addictions, it doesn't necessarily mean drug or alcohol or mental illness. It could be addictions to very unhealthy foods that are unhealthy for your body, unhealthy to your heart, and put a lot of stress on your body and affect your moods. So, healthful eating is just about eating healthier so that you can reduce your stress and help eliminate if this is affecting your moods here from what you're eating. 5 of the Hearts is sadness and loss, and I see all these broken hearts here. So maybe you're stress eating over a broken heart. Maybe this marriage broke up and someone left you hanging. So now you're stress eating because you have a broken heart and you're fulfilling that emotional need. And so that's what this comes into play, is you feel brokenhearted. So you're trying to fulfill this emotional need with food and with all the wrong foods. And maybe you're finding yourself gaining a lot of weight. And then it becomes, it's like a snowball that rolls down the hill, because the more you eat those foods to fill that broken heart, and as you start gaining weight, and then you become less and less active, and then it affects your moods, and it can cause depression, makes you tired, and then you eat more and more of those foods because you're still trying to fulfill that emotional need that you can't fulfill with your food. So then it's getting to the bottom, getting to what's behind the mask. What's the real root cause of why you're not eating healthy? And if it's a broken heart, maybe you need to figure out how to mend your broken heart. If you have a broken marriage and someone left you hanging, or this person is always yelling at you or abusive to you, or if you did lose a home and lose a job, so now you're not eating healthy because you're feeling this sadness and this loss, and maybe you need to heal. You need to heal this loss in order to get to the core of what your real issue is, so that you can regain your health and move on. And this is the possibility here. Maybe there's a person waiting for you. So let's end this reading on a happy note, because there's other things I could say about that, but I'm not going to. So let's just say that You know, this is the happiness with the partnership that is available to you if you take care of yourself. Seek the help that you need. Speak your truth. Speak up. Get the help that you need. If you're putting on a mask, a lot of us do this. We put on this mask and pretend that everything's okay, and it really isn't. You know, we feel defeated, and we're hiding some addictions that we have or behaviors that we have, and maybe there's been some sense of loss and we're having difficult times recovering from that loss. But it's about speaking up, and it's about, you know, finding happiness again, finding happiness. You know, this partner isn't going to create that happiness that you're lacking. You have to first find that happiness within yourself, and then the partner that's best for you will come along. So that's your reading, Aquarius. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. It's a brand new channel. I just started it last month. If you go to my channel, go to my playlists, and then you can find all of the videos for Aquarius on the playlists. And you can watch everything that I've done. I do about 3 a month. I try to do 3 a month. I think I may have done only 2 last month. But, and then come back next month and see what I have in store for you. Comment below if you have anything to say. Hit the like button. And thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.